Hey guys, this is Royce with REALToDo Real Estate CRM. What we're going to do in this video is we are going to cover the product update 8 release, and that's just talking about what we've been working on for the web and mobile applications and what's coming down the pipeline, what we're working on. But let's go ahead and hop right in and get started. Okay, so the first big change is just to the login or sign up page. If you click on login or sign up from realtodo.com and go to app.realtodo.com, you can now see that the login screen has changed a little bit. It's really just cosmetic. If you click request support, now this form is just a little more user friendly. And we added a little back to realtodo.com button, but these are just, quality of life changes. So the biggest change here is that we removed the old window navigation system. So it was a little window with links that allowed you to click on the panes of the window and go to the different modules of RealToDo. And that was a really just a aesthetic thing that we wanted to do. We thought it'd look interesting. We thought it'd be simple to use. But your feedback told us that it would actually be easier if we had a more traditional navigation system. So we moved all of the navigation up into the nav bar. And now you can get to your different modules just by clicking on the nav bar. You'll also notice now that your reminder panels are a little bit bigger and that we added a feed here to show you your most recent to-dos and your calendar events also. So if we come to today and we make a calendar event, we'll just call it test event, save changes, and go back to the dashboard, you see that pops up, and that'll pop up in order of the earliest event. So there was a bug for some people that was causing reminder alerts not to appear on the dashboard. We've fixed that. We also added in some changes to the contacts module, mostly just to make it easier for you to view the different fields. So if we try to edit somebody, let's say we edit Chang Cho, we added these minimization buttons in because that's a lot of information. We wanted you to be able to sort of focus in on what you wanted and not have it all in your face right away. And you can close these at any point, so you could enter in information. Let's say we change Cho's Facebook handle to definitely wizard 5, and then we close this, so we just minimize it. You can see that the data stays there, and if we save and go to Cho Chang, her Facebook handle has changed. So you can minimize those, and that won't change the data at all. And that minimization effect was also added to your analytics module. So if you click here, you can now minimize the full analytics panel, and you can minimize individual sections as well. The other big change to the contacts module is that we added in the option to use other as a method of contact, and that gives you a little more flexibility. So if you're contacting somebody through a strange method or one that we don't have, let's say you're contacting them through LinkedIn, which we don't have as a method yet, but hopefully we'll be adding support for that soon, and then you enter in a comment, and you can actually create a record. So you can't use the other method, but you can create a record right away. So we could say this is an and then click create record. And then if we go to contact history, you see that it's created under a method of contact of other, and that the contact details are LinkedIn. So that gives you a little more flexibility so that you're not forced to use the just the Facebook, phone, text, or email settings that we have in RealToDo. You could also put Twitter here, for instance. And again, we'd love to add in support for these other social channels. We're working on that right now. There were a lot of cosmetic changes. These small color indicators were added to your leads so that you can know what color they're assigned. So if we want to make Cho Chang a blue cold lead, vendor partner, client, warm lead, hot lead. You can see that both the color indicator on the left and that color strip change color. And that was a change. It used to be that this whole list bar was colored, and we found that users thought that was just a little too bright. It just wasn't an enjoyable user experience. So we changed that up for you guys, so that you still know what color or category your lead is assigned, but it's not quite that in your face. And we did something similar for the to-dos. Now you have a little checkbox next to your to-do, and you can mark it completed, and then it gets checked, and it italicizes as well, just to give you an extra indication that it is completed. Um, and that, it was the same thing. This list used to turn gray when you completed the to-do, and we wanted to make sure that you knew that it was completed. Um, but in retrospect, this is fine. It's obvious that that to-do is completed. And it's a little more subtle and a little more enjoyable to use. So we always try to keep the mobile and web apps as similar as possible. Usually what happens is we develop the web app portion first, then we update the mobile version, but we try to do those pretty quickly. And please bear with us, the screen recording for the mobile app is not that great right now. We're working on that to make it a little higher quality for you guys so you can see the changes. So you can see we changed the login screen for the mobile app a little bit, but it's going to be updated soon to look even more like the web app. We added in the same other option for communications so that you could do the same thing in your mobile app that you can do in your web app now, in case you're using a mode of communication that isn't covered by our system currently. Similarly, we added that minimization effect to both the analytics and the contacts module of the mobile RealToDo app. And then there are a couple other just cosmetic changes we made to the analytics module to make it look a little bit nicer. If you want to filter out your reminder panels on your home screen, you can do that by just clicking the Filter Panels button. And that is it for your Product Update 8. That's what we have been working on in February of 2018. If you are finding us for the first time and you're a real estate agent looking for a CRM, or maybe just looking to get organized, consider using RealToDo. You can sign up for a 30-day free trial, no credit card required, and after your 30-day free trial is done, it is only $10 per month for your account. That's for your account, not for users. So you could use one account to organize a small brokerage or a small team, for instance. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please email us at support@ubiquiTools.com, and that email will be included in the description of this video. All right, thank you very much for your time.